Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Your curious one is back again with the. Um, to be honest, this question can be answered if you pay attention and you actually think about. It's back again with a great question. You could say that. The question is why perversion of women does not stop. You may say, elaborate on that curious one, and I'm going to elaborate for you for the next few minutes. See, from the dawn of humankind and the first empires of human race, not the apes, not the hybrids, not the aliens, women have been subjected to pleasure men. Whether you like it or not, this is the truth. It's written in the history, it's written on the tablets of the ancient ones. Women have been always pleasuring someone, whether themselves or other women in power or men in power. So this became some sort of a business, they later called prostitution, which is an art of whoring yourself, selling yourselves to pleasure others for money, for wealth, for power, for political purposes, or for just being forced to do so. Now, not all women are like that, but a majority of women have gotten involved in this business and in this industry and this ideology and have lost the moral of their spiritual power because of connecting themselves to the needs of the others without understanding how it was important for them to maintain themselves clean and their spirits clean. Now that's another topic. I'm just getting off the rail over here. What I'm trying to say here is that I've lived for a couple of decades. I have seen how the society has played around women to make sure women always entertained men or other women in power in some sort of a way. In the past, we have had Playboy magazine, Playboys, this and videos, porn and all that. Then later, these things kind of fell off the business. They didn't provide enough revenue for these pervert men and women, businessmen and women. So what they came up with was social media. Using social media, we all got connected to each other, yes? There's been lots of benefits and there's been tons of not benefits at all. There's been tons of shit coming out of social media. Now, social media connected all of us together and connected all of these perverts directly to these innocent women, young women and men and young men. So later, they began to encouraging them to behave in certain ways. Now, music, pop stars came along, Hollywood movies came along and all that. Slowly, there was a period of time where everyone, I think it was around 80s and 90s, where few things kind of got under control. People behaved better, dressed better and all that. Then all of a sudden, things switch back to absolute perversion, and it's getting away by under the phrase of her body, her choice. Now let me elaborate on this too. These days, using bloody TikTok, YouTube, and all of these things, ladies and young ladies mostly have been encouraged to undress, to expose so much of their privacy and private parts for the sake of gaining stupid material material love from others who do not even give a shit about them. They are just there to lust and look at them like, I love this, I love this. You have no idea what wolves look at you when you put your hands on your titties and take a picture and put it for the world to see. You may gain capital by exposing yourselves, which is another form of prostitution slash whoring yourselves, because you literally gain power, attention, money, using your body in a very weird way. You're exposing yourself. Again, going back to that, her body, her choice, his body, his choice. However, why anyone should be encouraged to go topless, bottomless, or absolutely nude to pleasure a bunch of horny fucking people out there who do not care about you at all and just want to look at you and enjoy that pleasure that they will never have. Often they have. They pay the highest price, they get hooked to you, and there you go. You're nothing but another tissue paper. So what I'm trying to say here is that women, whether they liked it or not, they've been always encouraged to go back on the trail of pleasuring men in power and women in power, whether they liked it or not. Use the TikTok, for instance. Ladies, not all of them, but majority of them, do anything to pleasure a bunch of horny people for few likes, comments, and money. That's called whoring. You're bloody putting yourselves out there to pleasure fucking perverts. And you don't understand nothing. Because you're so blinded by this delusion, psychological delusion, that you're kept on there, that you can't come out. And everyone's encouraging it. You know, it's so sad that this thing is happening. Now my question is, why doesn't it stop? You know, I answered myself. It doesn't stop because a bunch of horny men want to enjoy themselves for the rest of their lives. But why don't you stop it? If you are a female being, you can. You don't need to put your hands on your titties, take pictures and get likes. No one gives a shit about it. You're beautiful the way you are. Don't impress the others just because they want to see you nude. Your nudity is a private spiritual power of you. It shouldn't be exposed to millions of guys out there, including me. Why would you do that? So how can we stop this? Can you? Do you think it could be stopped or never? Because from the dawn of humankind, the rise of the human empires, women have been involved in this. So is there any solution for us to sit down and actually look at women as highly sophisticated, intellectual beings who are not supposed to be just used for sex or used for sexual desires of a bunch of pervert men and women out there? That's a question. Very simple, right? There will be an answer for this one. So go ahead, like this bloody video, leave a comment and share, so we can send a message out there. And hey, young ladies out there, and even women, men and young men, don't whore yourselves. Don't put too much of your privacy out there because of entertaining others or getting few bloody material likes, or I don't know, some capital out of this this delusion that you're living in. Have self-respect. You can do it. We all can do it. It just takes that movement to stop this perversion once and for all. Actually, we could turn this into a law and stop all of these, but politicians are, not all of them, but majority of them are as pervert as those people who are in this business anyways. So just go ahead, do what I tell you, please, and see you around for the next one. Cheers.